The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out.
They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
They'll start on the ground, Carter. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Throwing is Hurts.
His throw incomplete. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Hurts.
Steps away to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The Vikings send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll look to throw.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
They'll set up a throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th.
They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. And the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And the first drive, 3-and-out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now.
Second and 20.
Another try after the first down sack.
Hurts.
That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
I think if you asked them truthfully, they would have been happy to get 8, 9, maybe even 10 yards there and give a manageable 3rd down attempt. Instead, he found plenty of room there on the catch and run and turned 2nd and long into not just a 1st down, but a huge play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Here's a give to Carter.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Hurts.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 77 yards, and a touchdown.
And they've gone to him early in this one. I sense a theme, one that I expect to continue throughout this contest.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
A much different 2nd drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the 2nd one.
The clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. Now a handoff here to his running back. Touchdown, Giants! A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead.
Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back 1, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Another run on second down with Carter.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third.
Here's Hurts to throw. He'll drop that down to Carter underneath.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Oh, now a running play here with Smith.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. A give, Carter running right.
Uses the stiff arm. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on 1st down. Atkins. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. And his throw is incomplete. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw.
And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
first red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Giants' 4-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Carter.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
A loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down and 6.
Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and 2. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. That'll be 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Back to throw again. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you press it a little bit. This might be the case.
From the 24, Hurts into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Back to throw here. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick here is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Minnesota now ready for their next possession.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He finds his man. Complete. It's Ballard. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Carter. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Hurts trying to hurry up the offense.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they really won't have much time to work with, just 19 seconds showing on the clock. And this will be a Giants first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, you want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now they try the right side here. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one is incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll set up to throw. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41.
Second and 11 at the 41.
They'll look to throw again. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line.
And sometimes when you see a running back lined up out wide, you think maybe he's just a decoy. But not in this case. He was lined up out wide to the left, turned into a primary receiver, and picked up a nice chunk of yardage.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Staying on his feet, fighting through pressure. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now a handoff looking right. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Let's go.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hurts.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get that one to Carter complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They go play action with Hurts.
Throw right side complete to Carter. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
He finds his man, complete. It's Ballard. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he can't get away from the pressure the Giants get there. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. In a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic, this is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
A handoff for Carter.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Throwing is Hurts.
And this is going to be incomplete. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And to give this time to the tailback. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. He'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice gain. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Back to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw here. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Back to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. But that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, it's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is up to 15 now. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Vikings on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr., an 80-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Koo able to connect on the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he's got his guys set up great now. 1st and goal. And the Pigskin at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts.
They'll run with Carter.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They're going to look to throw. Dancing, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Jalen Hurts
Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Vikings have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Hurts will throw.
And he's going to be sacked. They came after him. He couldn't get away. And this remains a 2-point game. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Possession of the football going back over to the Giants.
A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a tough turnover there as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Vikings on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. That drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. And plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Giants now down on the scoreboard. A little under 2.5 to go. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Though certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Another tote for Carter.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll run with Carter. And now Carter going to be stopped up short. He did not get there.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is indeed good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time, gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Giants are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run it in. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Huge, huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job one was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He's going to look deep down the field, and that is incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
A throw to the flat for Carter.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make someone miss in the open field.
Going for it, it's Carter.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
He'll drop that down to Carter underneath.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. From just shy of midfield, Hurts. He finds his man, complete. That's Ballard. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
It's now 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A huge play there in overtime.
On 1st down, Hurts.
He's got it. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. We needed extra time to decide this one. The rushing score. OT finishes it off, but all throughout, really just a great game to witness.
I agree, and the whole time we were watching and working on this game, I had it in the back of my head. We could get to overtime, just the way this game went, the ebb and flow of it all. And then to get there and finish it what I would call old school way, a running play, because in today's NFL, we throw the ball to ring the bell, don't we?
Not